On start. Hello, I'm Anavultus, and welcome to yet another podcast with
the homeboy, the meme lord, and yeet master himself. Your host for tonight, Mourad.
Okay. So we were just mentioning we checked our homes. There's no foreign invader, no domestic invader, no extraterrestrial invader. Nobody.
No ninjas, thank God.
Yeah, especially not the Fortnite ninja.
If you've been watching my videos, you know that we do have, in fact, ninjas at this household. As for spiritual creatures, yeah, we got like 3, give or take.
Okay.
This is why I said the house was literally dead, because that's kind of the case half the time here. So let's just start the memeing, I guess.
All right. So, I would like to inform everyone that I am actually the chair of the board of the Memetic Science Accreditation Committee. So if you want to be accredited by the Memetic Science Accreditation Committee, then I recommend you write up your thesis and send it in on Reddit and on r/Anavultus, and I'll see whether or not you are worthy of being a doctor of memetics like I am. That's for the audience out there. Yeah.
Yep. You know, the more we do this, and the more I'm on the internet, I just lose hope in humanity. That's real.
What's making you lose hope?
No, it's not hope that I'm losing. It's just like realism half the time. Because you're never surprised at this point. Like, if you've been on the internet, you're never surprised when new stuff like this that makes no sense actually exists. But at the same time, you don't know what the fuck to do, so yeah, this just is my daily life. It's funny. It's similar with the furry fandom and all that crap. They're always crazy and on crack, yet you're not surprised, you know?
Yeah.
I will send you a thesis, I guess. Maybe later.
Okay, it better be good, because I'm not gonna rate you a doctor if it's not at a doctoral level.
That is true. You gotta earn that education and that PhD.
Well, it's an MSD because it's memetic science. It's a.
Oh yes.
It's a, memetic science doctorate, but that's. I guess. Oh well, we'll leave it at that. Let's not talk about that. That's an old meme. That's not a dank meme anymore. Let's talk about minimum wage.
Ah, yes, that minimum wage. Alright, so here's the thing. To start this off, I'll try to say a controversial thing right off the bat, because that's my style. Plus, it's kind of a funny thing. In here, we don't have tipping, like, at all. It does not exist. Like, giving a person a tip, that does not exist at all.
Yeah.
You got any reactions?
No, I haven't lived in the U.S. my whole life. I've been in other places. I know people don't tip in a lot of places.
Okay, so it's not that surprising.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. So here's the thing. If I'm not mistaken, the reason tipping is such a big deal and the whole crap about 20%, 10%, all that bullshit is because the managers don't pay you enough to live off of it, especially when about 50-ish % of the people who work at stuff like McDonald's and other places literally only need the tips and a good amount of money for their college, right?
Well, actually, I think it's let me just say this right now. It's the opposite way around. The reason why the reason why they aren't paid much is because they're being tipped, and there's actually a calculation that the government makes that calculates how much one is expected to be tipped, and that allows employers to pay less than minimum wage if whatever they pay them corresponds to the amount that they are expected to be tipped. And also, people don't tip people at McDonald's. It's more if it's a restaurant where somebody is maybe serving a table. McDonald's and fast food places generally are not tipped as much.
All right, I was thinking more of the waiter being tipped by like the customers. That was my mindset.
Yeah, so I'm just saying it's just usually like not McDonald's.
Yeah, all right. So maybe just like outdated memes, my information is a bit lacking. But hey, we did do this off the bat, so yeah, no, don't blame me, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Because you see, in here we have a slightly different way of tipping, I guess. For here, we have what we call foundation tipping. Basically, we don't tip the waiter and stuff like that. We kind of tip the restaurant itself. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
They usually, just like with, I guess, improvements, they have a jar where they literally just put tips, and it's basically to improve the shop, you know? Like get new employees, new furniture, stuff like that. The good kind of tipping, I guess. So that way, we kind of pay employees even more than usual minimum wage because it's based on performance a little bit. Like, if you get good enough, you kind of get paid. It's like a percentage thing, except rather than being the percentage of the food you serve, it's the percentage of how many customers you get. Basically, it's a business kind of style.
Yeah.
Where if you get us more customers, we pay you a little bit more because it's for the hard work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's usually the college style thing because more often than not, college is expensive and that's kind of the way they do it there, I guess. So that's an interesting way to look at it. Hold up.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm holding
kind of
up.
Playing chess at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, continue.
I was going to say that in the U.S. there's two different types of tipping in the way tips are distributed. There's one way where the person who receives the tips is being tipped directly by the client, and the other way is that the tips are distributed among the, let's say, the servers who generally would be tipped. And the controversy over that second type is that if someone is being tipped, it usually reflects on that person's specific work. So redistributing the tips essentially means that someone who generally does low quality work that usually the customers wouldn't think would be deserved to be tipped gets tip money from individuals who did the hard work. And that's a big controversy.
That's interesting to figure out. Okay. You learn something every day, I guess. All right, that's cool. So let's see. What else was I talking about? Oh, yes. All right, so we were talking about tipping, right? So we do have a different form of tipping, slightly different. There are, just like I guess with the host club or something like that, where you do the first version, where instead of tipping the company or the store itself, you tip the employees themselves. It's usually based on customer satisfaction.
Yeah.
I like to call it the anime boy technique.
Why?
Basically because that's what it would be like. It's basically if you're pretty enough or good looking in any way, you can tip the most because you kind of like charm, I guess, all the females into giving you the money, I guess. It's kind of like that, you know, where it's based off the customer satisfaction. Usually they use the same thing with hosting where they kind of entice you to come back. And if you do that, you get paid both from the company because you're getting more customers over and over again, and from the girls because they get to spend time with you, I guess. So that's a decent technique, I guess.
Yeah, but in a lot of restaurants, people don't really look at the waiters.
True.
So I guess it's only somewhat relevant. It really depends on where you're going.
True, but in here, like I said, it's slightly different because in here, the waiters are kind of the majority because more often than not, unlike in the other restaurants where it's like a bunch of cooks, one waiter, maybe one person to get all the food, you know, names and stuff like that. In here, it's more like one cook, one waiter, and the rest are just also waiters. Like literally one cook, one waiter, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's one manager, one cook to cook all the food, and like 3 waiters. They're all probably good-looking boys, of course, that's the case, that kind of entice you. We do this, basically, we call it the tourist trap, where more often than not, they take the good-looking, multilingual people and kind of trap them to get all the tourists. That's usually how it works.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty cool in my opinion. So, all right, next topic, I guess. Or
well, no.
Any more to add?
Yeah, I do have more to add on the subject of minimum wage itself. In my opinion, raising the minimum wage actually hurts the economy.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I had the same idea. I was going to add that. You see, I figured out about this whole new rule that said $12 as the new minimum wage, basically raise it. And yeah, I actually looked it up, and it turns out it's actually harming the companies rather than fixing them.
It is.
When the employees have to get paid more, it gets less money for the company, and let's just say you're the manager and you have 3 stores. You gotta literally shut down 2 of them to continue paying the employees for the other 3. So yeah. Is that what you're trying to talk about? Yeah,
but I think on a more deeper level, what it does in society is that it means that I'm not paid that much. I'm paid about $10 an hour, which is above minimum wage,
still decent money.
But it's not much above it. But if let's say someone who in the U.S. there's baggers, people that bag groceries for customers at large supermarkets. They just put their stuff in the bag, and they'll maybe help the person put their groceries in their car. That's something that is in the U.S. And a lot of times this is a more manual labor job that isn't... it's not skilled labor. I'm not saying that to be offensive to these people. I'm not saying it to be mean. But when someone like that is being paid about as much as I am being paid, when I have to, as a tax preparer, learn large amounts of a tax code, and I have a very large amount of liability and responsibility, and in my work, I risk being fined thousands of dollars if I mess up. If that person is doing low-skilled work and I'm doing high-skilled work and we're being paid the same, what does that really do to society? Well, I think what it does is it actually encourages businesses to replace those people with machines, where they get more robots and machines, and those people are being replaced. And unfortunately, there's as much as maybe 10% of the population that isn't really able to do high-skilled work, which means as machines replace low-skilled work, eventually there's going to be a huge unemployment wave where individuals who are, as Jordan Peterson says, that have an IQ somewhere in the low 80s or below, don't really have a place to work, and they can't really find a place to work because every other place requires them to learn and to think in ways that is maybe really hard for them. But that's... What do you think?
Yeah, that's actually an interesting idea. That's actually why we kind of have the skill thing I talked about earlier, where you get paid more the better you are to the company in a way. Because more often than not, if you pay the same amount for all the workers and one do better than the other, the one that's doing better is going to be like, why is he getting paid the same as me if I'm doing twice as much work? So the manager has to pay him more for his compensation and then kind of like get bankrupt. That's one of the situations I saw online with this situation with minimum wage upgrades. As well as, yeah, being replaced by robots, yeah, that's an interesting angle. I mean, that would legitimately, like, blow up half of the goddamn economy. Well, and yeah, I get most of the people who aren't good at much of anything to literally, like, make it worse, I guess.
Yeah, and well, I would say that this has already happened to some extent in a lot of
it usually does.
Western countries where there's a lot less people who work in factories than there used to be, because back in the 1800s and to the 1900s to some extent, there used to be a very large amount of a population working in factories, doing simple repetitive tasks. And this is a low-skilled labor that eventually bad conditions from that is eventually what gave rise to the ideas of communism and syndicalism and socialism to some extent. And however, in many Western societies today, it's really getting into the information age, into a post-industrial society where those jobs that there used to be for individuals who maybe might not be able to do more complex work are now gone, because there's already machines that have replaced all those actions that they used to take. One big example is in car manufacturing, where there's large robotic arms that do this, that, and the other thing to put cars together.
Okay, that's pretty good, I guess.
Yeah.
It's news to me, but it's still, I guess, not surprising.
Yeah, this is also one of the reasons why a lot of the stuff that Karl Marx wrote as the originator of communism is outdated, is because it relates to an industrial society and it doesn't really work as well in a post-industrial society.
Okay. I don't know that much about communism, but I guess it's interesting points. I'll look them up later, I guess, to enhance my knowledge. All right, that's interesting points. Anything else?
No. Did you have a topic?
Let's see. Well, we did have a couple extra topics. The school system. How about we go with that?
All right, the school system.
All right. Let's see. Who's going to start first?
You go ahead, since you brought it up.
All right. So the school system. Basically, I'm a dropout, I guess, a little bit, right? So I've been actually trying to see this as a big problem. Like, I see this as a really big problem in most countries, even in here especially, where the school system is broken a little bit. You get what I mean? Like,
yeah.
The best way I can explain it is by the book, basically. Like, this is how I see the school system for the faculty. They keep doing stuff by the book, even though they aren't working. Like, they always keep it with the same rules. It's like making a factory, except rather than adapting to newer ways of improving, you just keep doing the same thing, even though it's not like making you profit or even working for the employees or I guess the students.
Well, speaking about
that's actually yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, speaking about factories, there's an argument that was made that a lot of the ways that a lot of school systems are nowadays is actually based on factories, in that they're designed to teach people and to raise them in order so that they would be good factory workers. But
yeah,
go on.
I've understood this. Yeah, I've seen this. It's actually a real fact half the time. Some people deny it, some people are with it. For me, I'm legitimately with it, because the more often I'm not, and the more I see from school systems, the more this literally seems like the case. The school system has a very bad case of, well, I guess, not giving a shit. Like, everyone involved legitimately seems to me like they do not care, like, what's going on. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, not the teachers, not the students, not the principal, none of them. Like, they have a bad case of teachers get paid regardless if they teach you or not, so they either just teach you or don't. They're like basically swim or sink, like that kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
For principals, they also don't care as long as their school is still functioning. By that I mean not really functioning, just still alive. The students also don't seem to care, because more often than not, and more of them are doing the same thing as me. Like, they see it as not really working anymore. Like, the whole classes and stuff like that, those don't seem to be doing their job anymore. You get what I mean? Like,
yeah, I know what you mean.
Because of the whole industrial thing and working at a factory, half of the stuff they teach you either never use, or it's never helpful in any way. So more often than not, they either drop out, do something like the internet, like they get hobbies, job, online careers, stuff like that, where they can actually make better chances of making a business than they were to actually do this the school way, or I guess the normal way for them. And yeah, also they have in here, especially, they have a bad case of nostalgia. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Basically, because the whole situation of my parents taught my parents and their parents taught their parents, 90% of the parents in this country, I guess, like to do this thing where they never break tradition. They always teach their kids the same way they've been taught, but they don't understand that those ways are either dead or outdated. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't
like nowadays.
I don't think it's so much outdated as in that society changes and different individuals learn different ways.
True. I mean, it's never completely outdated. I just say it like that because that's what it feels like half the time.
Yeah.
They keep always trying to make you do the things traditionally, even though those traditions don't exist. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
They do teach you good things like farming, making your own business, stuff like that. Those are all good. But for me, it seems like they always try to force you to do that instead of the newer way. You know what I mean? They remind me of those parents that are afraid of technology a little bit, where the kid has passions, the kid wants to learn how the internet works, but instead of teaching him that way, they just say, no, those are just cursed, go with the traditional way. And those work, but just like with brainwashing, all that does is make the kid another industrial worker. It doesn't make him go for their real passion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least that's how I see it. I mean, personally, because that's kind of what happened to me, in a way, I guess. So, yeah, that's how it works. I mean, I've seen school systems, and give or take 50% of what I'm talking about happens, like, every year and in every school. They keep doing the same thing, or going by the book, no one cares, and just, it's like college all over again, except even worse, you know?
Yeah.
Like, not only you got unlimited debt, but just like with real college, it's always your fault if you don't get the curriculum, and you're the one who's going to die if you don't, like, do your work, you know what I mean? Like, you're the one who's going to end up in the gutter if you, like, get an A, I guess. Also, the grade system is always bullshit, like, in my opinion. Because more often than not, they always give you those A's that make no sense. Do you want me to explain more, or do you get it?
Could you explain?
All right. So, you know how people are, like, always determining your success by your grades? Like, if you get an A+, or if you get a B, or stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
In here, it's not really that different, but it's also kind of slightly worse, if that makes sense. In here, we also have the grade system, but it's kind of worse. Because rather than that just determining whether or not you fail, that also determines whether or not you exist, I guess. You get what I mean?
What do you mean you exist?
All right. So I'll just tell you, from my perspective at least. You know how in here we have multilingual people, right?
Yeah.
Where in here, I'll tell you my story, I guess. I don't know French at all right? Like, not a single word, because I don't like it. But in here, because of the grade system, if you don't get good grades in it, or, like, exceed in that language, it's like you don't even live here. Like, that's legit what my mom told me. Because in here, unless you connect with the people in their language, you do not work here, you do not exist here. It's weird. And it's for every type of grade. Like, if you're not good at math, then you can't get a calculus job. If you're not good at science, you can't be, like, working at factories. Bunch of other shit. I mean, it seems like a normal thing. If you don't get good grades, you don't get work. But still, it's like they always determine it by the grade. And for some reason, they have systems, right, that determines your passion. Let's just say out-of-curricular activities. Like, I don't know, what the hell was it called? Yeah, like, let's say art, if your passion is art or music or stuff like that. Stuff that isn't in the curriculum, but you can pursue it as a passion or a job. But just like with grades, if you don't get good at the stuff you don't like, you can't work for the stuff you actually are good at. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it is here. So, yeah, I guess that's why I say the grade system's always screwed up. It kind of messes up with the students' potential and way of life and job opportunities. you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say.
Yeah. Well, I would say on the school system on where I live, in Florida, a state in the United States, a few years back, there was a controversy where a lot of the children in the schools had very low grades on a large standardized test that all the children in the public schools had to take at the same time. And that was based on how the teaching method went, where when something was changed with a test, a lot of people failed because the teachers, the way they taught, was specifically, they weren't teaching individuals to learn certain skills. They were really only teaching them in order so that they could pass the test.
Yeah, that's similar to here, where this is why I say nobody gives a fuck. Because literally with the tests here specifically, half of the time the teachers legitimately give you the answer. Like, so for me, it seems like it doesn't matter, I guess, like, for the grades. Basically, if you don't get it, you don't work. But if you do get it, you work. But here's the thing. It never works. Like, for people who are smart, they either always get perfect grades, but are, like, pressured to always be better than everyone else, so they mess it up. Or they don't get any grades, and they kind of just cheat their way into the system, I guess. Like, I've seen it a lot of times. There are a lot of bad kids who don't study, don't teach, but gets the top grades just by cheating, and the principal says it's okay. As long as he gets A's, he deserves the work, I guess. And people like me, who are more passionate, but because they don't get any of the grades, they don't deserve any of the, I guess, privileges, a little bit? Like, yeah. And that's, yeah, messed up, I guess.
Yeah,
your turn,
and I would say that a bigger problem is arising in the U.S. With what is called Common Core, which was a standardization program for standardizing education around the whole country, which, of course, is a big controversy. Where, because the way it standardizes, it teaches children in a certain method, and not everyone is able to learn in those methods. And I've actually been to a big seminar where this was discussed, and a lot of parents who lived in areas where this was applied were complaining because the way the teachers taught their children just was not working because of the new method that was introduced. However, I think an even bigger problem for education in the United States is the teachers' unions, because a lot of teachers, especially in public schools, have large labor unions where they gather together for collective bargaining for things like getting paid more and other things. And one problem that arises because of this is that it's very hard to fire bad teachers. Instead, they get to, in many places, they just go around from place to place, and they keep messing up, but it's hard to fire them unless they actually commit a crime. And at the same time, the teachers' unions invest millions upon millions of dollars in lobbying the government in order to support their issues. When I think, in my opinion, that the United States has made a mistake by centralizing its education, and instead it should divide the Department of Education for the United States into departments, one for each state in the United States, so that those states can then tailor their education to be to be for the people that live in the state, because each state is different, so children have different needs in different places. And also, by doing this, it allows competition between the states on actually having good education, because people will look at states that are doing it badly and they'll point that out and they'll be ashamed and they'll want to do better. But the way it's now, it's being centralized, and that's not going to happen. So
Okay, that's interesting. I would agree with you on that. Like Finland, they do great teaching just by communication alone. Like that's a good way to do it. Have them have healthy competition and they want to improve, so they talk to the students. Also, the student union thing kind of sucks
Well,
a little bit.
teachers union,
See,
not the students union.
yeah, I forgot the name. Yeah, the teachers union. Yeah, it kind of sucks as a concept a little bit because more often than not, for me personally, I do the thing where you deserve it. Like you gotta deserve to get paid more. You know what I mean? Like you earn that. You know what I mean? Like you don't just because you get paid lower than minimum wage and you hit your job, you gotta like complain about it half the time. No, you gotta deserve that extra payment and like like earn it. That's how I think the teachers should work on that specific topic in the teachers union, in my opinion, because it happens here sometimes. People want to get paid more, and their job sucks because they get like to work a whole year and not even worth the paycheck. So like in that way, it's better, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all I gotta say for about that topic. What about you? Anything else to add? I guess.
No, nothing specific.
Okay, so what else? What other topics do we got? By the way, we're finishing this podcast with a game, so because I did see how you got your strange addiction. The I love cool math games. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
So I wanna finish it with the game. So let's just do our last 2 or 3 topics, give or take, and yeah, let's go. What topic did we have? We did have something extra. I'm saving my final topic for the last thing. So what else we got?
Oh, an extra topic, a bonus meme, as PewDiePie would say. Well, I don't really know. I would say that an extra meme would be... I was talking about how I had voted in the election, but that's not really a meme. So it's a more general, straightforward thing. So what's your topic?
Okay, let's see. A cool topic to talk about. Give me 2 seconds to both beat the game and think. How about YouTube?
YouTube? Okay.
Like in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. In general, what it's been like nowadays. How about the whole apocalypse and stuff like that? Like new updates about the situation.
Yeah, well, I personally, when the adpocalypse happened, it didn't really hit me very hard. I actually was making more money during that time. But then February arrived, and I suddenly needed more subscribers in order to get monetized. And that made me really upset. Because
the whole 10,000 just to get monetized, like what the fuck?
Well, it's 1,000 to get monetized. But it's 1,000 to get monetized.
Yeah, I just saw the whole upgrade thing a little while ago. I'm not sure if it was an article or something else where they changed the number and boosted it by 10-fold. So yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I've seen it. It said basically in order to get monetized, and no, I don't think it's monetization. I think it's sponsorships or something like that. You need to, rather than have 1,000 subscribers or something, you need to have like 100,000 or 10,000 watch minutes or something like that.
Oh.
Basically, they need to gauge whether or not you're interesting enough or have enough watch time on your hands for people to actually sponsor you, I guess.
Okay.
What about the whole Patreon thing? I know just about every YouTuber has Patreon, including myself. So what about that for a cool topic?
What's going on with Patreon? Is there anything strange?
No, not strange. Just what your opinion on it? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Like stuff like that.
I think it's a good tool, but it's not as if I've ever gotten any money from Patreon. So.
Same here, but still, that doesn't mean you can't critique it, I've actually been looking up a bunch of newer ones. There was this one, and there was Coffee, I think, which was kind of similar except slightly different, where it's just straight donations, if I'm not mistaken. What else? There was the PayPal thing, where they just send straight donations. There's the Twitch Overwatch thing, where you just kind of Twitch stream a bunch of stuff like Fortnite. What
Yeah.
else? Yeah, like I'm just listing off different ways to make money on YouTube. Let's see, what else? For my broke homies that are currently at zero, just like me. So yeah. What
Wait,
else? What
you're
else is a
currently
good thing to do?
at zero what?
Like broke. You know what that means?
Broke?
Like zero.
No money?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just straight broke.
Yeah, I've got 5K in the bank, but yeah.
Hey, that's at least something. You know what I'm saying?
The RuneScape bank.
All right.
No. Oh no.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Ah, damn it. I'm taking L's right now at this chess game. The computer is really buffing themselves up. And they're currently roasting me. Where did it go?
They're roasting you.
So yeah, the RuneScape bank. You know, the funny thing is, I always tell my friends, if I had as much money in real life as I did in video games, I would be richer than everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like an accurate statement for the needs, the video game needs.
Yeah.
Okay, what else? What other cool meme topics you got?
Nothing really. I've got cool math games.
Of course you do. How about we just play a game and then we'll just kind of save the last topic for the final 10 minutes or something like
okay.
that. I was thinking we would play Never Have I Ever. That sounds like a cool thing to play.
Where's that? On Cool Math Games?
No, it's not on Cool Math Games.
Okay.
You've never played Never Have I Ever?
Oh, Never Have I Ever. Is there a website for that?
I don't know. I just decided to play it with you on camera, I guess.
Okay, so what's the game? Explain to me the rules.
Never Have I Ever. You just kind of, if I'm not mistaken, because I never really played it, you put five fingers up, like your full hand up, and then you kind of list off things. Never have I ever done this. If you did do it, you put one finger down. If you put all five down, you lose, I guess. So it's like a truth or dare type of situation.
Well, the problem here is that no one can verify this because I'm not using a webcam, so...
I mean, they can verify mine, but to be honest, I just kind of trusted you to tell the truth, you know? Like, I wouldn't necessarily need proof. I'll tell you what, how about we just play Would You Rather instead?
Okay. All right.
So, you already know what the website is. We've been to it at least once or twice, if I'm not mistaken.
All right.
I'm currently destroying these niggas' cheeks, currently getting my comeback. Pause on that. So, yeah. Let's just go with Would You Rather.
Okay.
Or either or, I think that's the more accurate website name. You just kind of get the website, I'll get it too, and then we'll kind of bounce off one, the other, and see whether or not we win. All right, first to 5.
Just a moment. Let me make sure. Okay. Let me make sure I'm on the website. My internet's a bit slow because I'm streaming, so it takes me a minute to get onto a website.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I got it. Okay. You start.
Don't have the website yet, so can you start instead?
The website's currently loading for me.
Here. I mean, kind of.
Oh, I got it.
All right, great, I guess. Wait, what the fuck?
Okay.
What the hell? I got like 5 different websites all doing the same thing. Okay. This is what happens when you Google something without information.
All right.
Okay, so I have the website, but you start first.
All right. If you had to wake up to one thing every day, would you rather be deeply insulted by a stranger or be slapped across the face?
Okay, hold up. They're in the bed with you, fam?
Maybe. I don't know. If you want them to be, I don't know.
We need context. We definitely need motherfucking context, because if that's not the case, then goddamn, that's some gay shit. Okay.
So you wake context. Up. So you wake up every morning, and
yeah.
And the moment you open your eyes, either somebody is standing there and gives you a deep insult, and it's a complete stranger. You don't know who it is. Or somebody, the moment you open your eyes, somebody just slaps you across the face every day when you wake up.
To wake your ass up or what? Because that is the thing you do in college sometimes. Your homies want to wake you up for school, they just slap your ass. But, like, I guess, what the hell? Okay, which one do you pick, I guess?
I guess the insult, because I don't want to get hit every day.
True. For me, it's either or. I mean, that slap will wake your ass up fast, so it's not really a downside to me. Insults, also not a downside. It can insult my ass. I don't give a shit. All right? So for me, unless you insult my mom, if you insult my mom, you get, like, deep-throated. Pause on that, but, like, with a knife, not, like, anything sexual. I legit pull my knife from under my pillow and stab your ass.
Yeah, you sleep with a knife under your pillow?
Hey, you gotta get that protection, man. You got ninjas in the house.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, before I answer, personally, what would you actually want to wake up to every morning? Like, not between the two of them, like what you would really want to wake up to every morning.
I don't know, I guess nothing really. Just wake up
you don't
and
I
wake
get
up.
Next? Okay, no, normal nigga answer. Okay.
Just a normal day.
For me, it's two things.
Okay.
Yeah, just normal day. For me, it's two things that I would prefer to wake up to. Either a lovely wife, right?
Okay, yeah, that's good too. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah.
Yeah. Immediately switched your wording. Yeah, pretty much. I knew it. That or a dog, like the homie, like the best boy, the little man's best friend. You wake up next to that nigga, and he cuddles with you at night, and then when you wake up, it's like, good morning, nigga. We got the hugs ready for you.
Okay.
Like, legit, like, immediately wake up and you pet him immediately. That's a good ass morning.
Yeah.
Either that or breakfast. Like, either that or breakfast in bed every morning. That's good.
Would you sleep in a fursuit?
Yes, nigga. I mean, have you seen the cold lately, my nigga? It's winter. I would sleep in it right now if you give me one. Like, not even... I would fursuit in it right now. It's cold. It's like below zero. Like, at least like 10 below zero. I'm not even kidding. It's cold as fuck. Especially when you don't got air conditioning. So you really need that fursuit.
Okay.
So I guess I'm going with the insults, the same as you. Okay?
All right. Let me see what the answer is.
And see that percentage.
It's 50-50, but if I'm looking at the numbers, it's slightly higher on the being slapped, actually. It's about 400 higher on being slapped.
Okay, people like it rough. Oh, okay.
Yeah, some like it rough, some like it tough, yeah.
Tough love, except it's a stranger, not like your friend insulting your ass. Alright, so let's see. Is it my turn now?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not sure I can read this thing. It has a bunch of air quotes and quotations. Okay, so it says, would you rather have a terrible audition on... It says on, and then it says and quotes. American Idol quotes. Like, what the fuck? Like, why the quote? It doesn't say quote. It literally says quote. Like, it writes quote in the name instead of just quotations. So, would you rather have a terrible audition at, let's just say, American Idol, or get a ridiculous easy question wrong on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? What's with the quotes, man?
I would say have a bad audition on American Idol.
I mean, same, because then no one will
it's
judge
a meme.
Because not everybody.
Because if you do it, you might get memed. So that's good.
Yes. Yeah, that's good. Plus, no one will judge you. I mean, it's American Idol. It has high standards or low standards. You're probably going to suck either way. At least we won't get a ridiculously easy question wrong. And
the reason they have quotes is because in certain grammar styles, quotes are necessary for titles of shows and books and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. It's just rather than saying in quotation, it just says and quotes like comma American Idol and quote comma. Like what the fuck? It's weird for me. I've never seen it before in my life. Okay,
Yeah.
it's 59 for us, so we won that one, I guess. Okay, next question. Your turn.
All right. The next question is, of course, going to be, and the page is loading.
I got second place, by the way. Like in the chess game, I got second place. The throwback kicked my ass in the beginning, but I did get my comeback. So.
Okay. So, would you rather never shave ever again, or never cut finger or toenails ever again?
Never shave ever again, fam. I mean, the wolf costume is too real. Plus, it's winter. You want that hairy facial. You want the hairy face. It's like it's warmer, I guess.
Yeah, I already have a beard, so I guess I never shave ever. So I guess I'm already on that one. And most people also agree never shave again. So we're even on that as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you never cut your toenails and your handnails, you can't even walk correctly. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so is it my turn now?
Okay. Yep.
It says, if you had to wear one for the rest of your life, would you rather wear ugly gloves or an ugly hat? Depends on what type of ugly gloves and hat we're talking, fam. I mean, it really just depends, you know what I'm saying?
Let's say it's a hat that is ugly to you and to everyone else.
You?
Not only to you, but you yourself don't like it, and you believe that nobody that you will show it to will like it.
Okay, and it's either the hat or the gloves. I'm going with hat. I'm going hat all the way. What about you?
I would say gloves. It's easier to conceal.
True. For me, it's just about the movement. If I wear gloves on my hands and I'm not comfortable with them and I don't like to see them, it's kind of a bit more difficult. Yeah, I guess you win. You took that W.
Yeah.
It's 70% for you, 30% for me. So I took an L. It's 1-0, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, you're ahead of the curve. It's your turn.
All right, I'm loading the next question. I don't think this is a good one. I'll skip that one.
What was it? What was it?
It was have your life narrated by Morgan Freeman or James Earl Jones.
I don't even know who half of those guys are.
Yeah, that's why I skipped it.
So yeah. Okay.
All right. If you could rewrite history, would you rather there was no such thing as music or there was no such thing as art? So what you're doing is you're going...
Skip that shit. Nope. Skip it. I'm not answering none of that bullshit. Listen, I love me some digital art. I love me some inspirational art. I gotta keep that. And I love to, put that Nene and that Millie Rock. You gotta have that music.
Yeah, so...
you can't just not... You just cannot have Beethoven and not have any of the good music. You gotta keep that.
So you go back in time and you prevent art from ever existing, or you prevent music from ever existing?
No answer, because I love both, and I have too many of them in my life. I can't risk any of them. I'd rather have movies not existing, but I don't know. Or video games, because those are at least less important to me than the other two, so,
But which do you prefer, visual art or music?
Neither. I mean, I love both the same, because they're both kind of connected. I love to listen to music while I do art, and I love to, I guess, have art in my music, So I kind of can't pick, I guess.
I think I would say remove music.
Okay.
But you can't pick?
Nope, I can't pick. So.
Okay.
Let's just say this one is... It doesn't count, I guess.
It doesn't count. So just for the sake of seeing what other people think, looks like 79% wish there was no such thing as art, rather than music. So most people prefer music over visual art.
I mean, I would understand that. You gotta have that Gucci gang, you know? Like,
okay.
You gotta have that good music.
Okay, so instead, this question is going to be, would you rather have 300 horses or have a car with 300 horsepower?
I mean, I would rather have the 300 horses. I mean, do you see that farm, my nigga? You gotta keep that. I mean, some people are probably going to pick the car, but the animal-loving nigga in me just wants the horses. You know, you got to have that farm life. So, yeah, I'm picking horses.
Yeah, and me too. And the reason I pick horses is because horses are, I think, currently, they value relatively
extinct?
Well.
Oh, for a second I thought you were going to say extinct. I was like, what?
No, I'm saying that horses are good value. So,
yeah, that's true.
So you can sell them. You can maybe cook and eat them if you're hungry. All sorts of things.
Really?
You can milk your horses. That's one thing you can do.
Wait. Hold up. Are you joking? How do you milk a horse? Like how?
Well,
I need context so bad, man.
Well, a horse has mammary glands like cows do. So. Okay. When a horse gives birth, it produces milk, and the foal drinks the milk from the horse. And actually, horse milk is actually a good substitute for human milk, just to let you know.
God damn it, man.
It's not as if I drink it all the time, no, but I'm just saying that maybe if it were an option, I might try it.
Bah! I'm not surprised, but god damn it, am I being internally destroyed?
Why?
This is so weird, like a total 180. What the fuck? Okay.
What's wrong?
The thing you're saying and the thing I'm thinking are so lewd and weird, I'm just like, what the hell is going on?
What did you think? Right. What? Did you think I would literally...
No, I'm not saying.
Put
I'm not saying anything.
Put my mouth on a horse's teat and suck directly out of a horse. No.
What the hell?
No. That's unsanitary. I don't know where that horse's breast has been, okay? It might have been on the floor, for all I know. So, no, I would say you gotta milk it in the way you would milk a cow. Either use your hands or you use a pump, and it works. Trust me.
No, I trust you. All right. God damn it! Talk about roasting yourself. I'm not even saying anything, and you're giving me all the incriminating evidence against you being a bestiality, nigga. God damn it.
What did you think? What did you think I meant?
I'm not gonna say it.
What? Did you think I meant that I was gonna give a suck to a horse? No.
What? What does that even mean? I'm not even... What? It's like, you see, here's the thing. I'm thinking normal thoughts, like, how do you get a horse? How do you milk a horse? That's my thought process. And you're here talking about horse teat. You're making me more confused. Like, what the hell are you talking about, my nigga?
Horses are mammals. They've got teats.
No, I know, but, like, what the hell do you mean give the suck to a horse? Oh, God.
No, I'm just saying, I'm not the one that's making these weird implications, okay?
I'm not implicating anything. I'm just saying, what the hell are you talking about? And you're here talking about things.
I mean, what
you're
would you...
roasting yourself, man. I'm legitimately not saying anything.
Well, what you could do instead, laughing. If you don't want to milk the horse, you can always kill it and cook it and eat it. That's something you can do.
Yeah, that is true. That's actually where I stopped processing crap. As soon as you said that, I was horrified, and then just started being quiet, and then you just start talking about horse teat out of nowhere.
Well, what's wrong with eating horses?
This is a conversation after the camera turns off.
Oh,
But
okay.
for now, let's just play the game.
Okay. Let's see. We both wanted the horses, and what's the percentage? We got 29% actually want the horses. 71% want the car. So that's we both lose.
Get that free.
Everybody loses.
Free car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta get that Ferrari.
Okay. So it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Thank God. Okay, so here we go. If you were in trouble, would you rather call Doctor Who or call the FBI? I mean, it depends, my nigga. What type of trouble are you talking about? If you're talking aliens, you call Doctor Who. If you're talking normal traffic jam or some bullshit, you call the FBI. I mean, for me, I would like to call Superman for that support, you know, but I don't know. What about you?
Well, isn't Doctor Who basically Superman? But from an alternate timeline? I think that's canon.
What?
I think it's canon that Doctor Who is Superman from an alternate timeline.
Okay.
Because think about it. I've
never seen the show.
They're both from another planet of an advanced civilization, and they both have weird powers, and so the Doctor is Superman from another timeline.
Okay.
Don't even debate me on that. That's a fact.
Hey, listen, I'm not debating anything. The only thing I'm ever going to debate today is the horse teat after the camera turns off.
Okay.
Now I'm more interested than ever.
Okay, I know, you're very interested.
All right, so listen.
Happy to see you're interested.
What type of trouble we're talking here? Because that will determine my answer.
Okay.
What type of trouble are we talking here?
I'm going to say that... So this is, of course, if you're in the U.S., because it's talking about the FBI. Because you wouldn't call the FBI if you're in Morocco. I mean, you could, but...
Maybe I will. If I was swatted, I will, you know? Like, well, you know, live streaming and then you get swatted. Maybe you call the FBI.
I don't think they're going to... Okay, whatever the equivalent of the FBI is for whichever country everybody watching lives in, some national police force. I would say that as a responsible citizen, I would say it would be my duty to call the responsible civil authority, which in my case would be the FBI.
Okay, so you're calling the FBI, right?
Yeah.
I'm also calling the FBI because, you know, just in case I get what the fuck? Really? Like, it doesn't even say what kind of trouble yet. People just want that Doctor Who. Like,
yeah, they want the Doctor.
Time Lord powers.
They want him more than they want the horses. Yeah.
Yes, it's like 31. It was pretty close, but still, no. Doctor Who always wins. So it's 51 for Doctor Who. It's like 500,000 niggas. So, yeah, everyone wants the Doctor. Both figuratively and literally, because they want that screwdriver, just saying. So, yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. So, would you rather punch a pilgrim or eat an avocado?
What the hell is a pilgrim?
Okay.
A pilgrim.
A pilgrim, I think what they're talking about is the people from England who moved to America in the 1600s because they were religiously different from the rest of England, and so they moved there to find a new home where they could have their religion accepted.
Okay, so I guess eat an avocado because I'm a vegetarian for the most part, and I don't want to punch anyone except maybe the horse, like just in case.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know what's going on over there in the farms.
Yeah.
I don't know what farms you've been into, but still.
Yeah. Well, for me, this is actually a slightly more difficult question because I don't like avocados. So I would say that I would eat the avocado still because I don't want to punch a random person, but I wouldn't be happy eating it. Yeah.
You gotta have that sacrifice.
Yeah, it's a sacrifice. Okay. And most people, 60% ate an avocado, while 40% decided that a random act of violence is apparently more preferable than eating a fruit. So, yeah, we both won.
Okay. Halloween is doing too much nowadays. What the hell even is not November? What the hell? I'm checking on my not comments, just YouTube in general, and this people are just doing too much. All right, continue. It's my turn, I think.
Yes, it is.
Or is it your turn?
No.
Okay, it's my turn.
And you don't know what No Nut November is?
I think I know, but like it's still kind of a weird thing. Like, why would we need a month to not do normal things?
I say anyway, no, not every ember.
What?
No, not every ember. Every ember instead of November. Why? Because
why?
Because it's the more civilized way to live.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna ask you so many questions after this is over.
Okay.
All right. So, would you rather be knocked out? Okay, this is a badass question for both of us. Would you rather be knocked out by Mike Tyson from your country, or be knocked out by Muhammad Ali from my country? Or I guess from my region. I don't know. I know the homies, so do you want to get knocked up? Or knocked out? It's not knocked up, you're not drinking, you're just getting knocked out. So which one do you want?
Okay, for me this is actually quite difficult because I'm pretty hard to knock out, which means it'd have to hit me really hard. And I'd probably...
I mean, it's Mike Tyson, true. So.
Yeah, so I'd probably get a concussion. So I guess it really depends on where he hits me, but... if both the result is I'm getting knocked out, I don't really see that much of a difference. But just for the meme, I'm gonna say Mike Tyson.
Okay. All right. For me, I'll say Muhammad Ali. But can you give me a minute? Someone's calling.
Okay.
So I'm gonna stop this for a second.
All right.
Just keep talking about horse teeth while I'm gone. Okay.
All right.
Or explain to the viewers what No Nut November is.
Well, I think most of them already know. But okay.
All right. Guess I'll go.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, everyone out there, no fat pride, everyone. Don't fat. But let me just quiet his mic just a moment. There we go. That's quieted down. I can still hear him, but teats on horses. There's nothing wrong with drinking the milk of various animals. Okay, there's nothing wrong with drinking cow's milk. There's nothing wrong with drinking the milk of a goat. I mean, people make sheep's milk and goat's milk, sheep's cheese, goat's cheese, and people do that. So I don't see a problem if it's a horse. Okay, and I'm not gonna lie, that people do have horse milk. It's not a trick question. Okay.
It's weird. It's really weird. All right, I'll put my recording back on, I guess. So, yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, we're back.
Back. Yeah, we're back.
Yeah, we're back with the horse teeth.
Okay.
I don't even know. All right, so
what's so hard?
I'm picking Muhammad Ali. You pick Michael
Tyson because it's a meme.
Yeah, I was like,
but by the way, I don't think Muhammad Ali is okay. Fair enough. Yeah.
What?
I'm saying I don't think Muhammad Ali is from your region.
I don't know. I mean, he has a homie's name, Muhammad
but
Ali, and like.
But the reason he's called.
I still respect the name.
Yeah, I'm just saying that the reason he's called Muhammad Ali is because he changed his name in his life. He earlier was called Cassius Clay, and he changed
his cool ass name.
Yeah, he changed his name to Muhammad Ali because I think he became a member of the Nation of Islam, which is a religious group in the U.S.
Yeah, I know which one.
Yeah.
All right. So the homeboys, I guess female cousins, showed up and they're just screaming their lungs out about Michael Jackson or something. So if you hear background noise, you already know what's up. So it's 58 for me. So you took an L. So it's 1-1. We're tied, just like with real football.
Okay. So
I'll just tell him to be more quiet, and I'll be back.
All right.
You continue talking about horse teeth, I guess.
Okay. How is this a meme? How is it that that he can't get over it? I mean, it's not weird. There's nothing weird about drinking the milk of animals, of other animals other than cows. There's nothing weird about that. I mean, what's the limitation you would put on that? I mean, I guess if you really wanted to, you could even have a shrew's milk, okay? Get a shrew's milk, get a platypus milk, get a guinea pig milk, get a hamster milk, get the milk from a pig, the milk from a mouse, the milk from a rat, and all that stuff. All of it.
Wait, hold up. I don't know if it's just coincidence or I just show up at the right time. What the fuck is going on? We're talking about rat milk now, nigga?
I'm just saying, it's possible. It's not impossible. It happens.
No, listen, I know it's not impossible. I just have so many questions.
Okay, then ask. I'm not afraid to answer.
No, this got to go offline right now.
Okay.
We cannot have this
okay.
talking about. We got so much context to add.
Okay, it's my turn to ask.
So,
okay.
My cousins are literally doing jumping jacks in the other room, listening to, I don't know, Gucci Gang in Arabic, I guess. So if you hear that, it's their damn fault. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
They don't want to shut up and they want to shut this down, so I'm not doing that either.
Yeah.
They really are dying over there.
All right.
This is why I need to live alone, man.
All right. So, are you ready for a question?
Yes, I'm ready for the questions, as long as it's not rat milk.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay. Would you rather only eat or only drink?
I mean, it depends. What about slushies? I mean, they're basically both. So, like, loophole, I guess.
Yeah, loophole. I mean, if you want a slushy, okay, fair enough. I'll give you that one.
I'll just pick slushy.
Yeah.
Or something like Polish food that we have here. It's like soup mixed with vegetables and meat. So kind of eat and drink at the same time. So loophole again, I guess.
Yeah, that is a loophole as well. So which would you prefer, eat or drink?
I mean, I would rather eat because I need them vitamins. You know, I gotta have that pizza. I gotta have that birthday cake. So all that good stuff.
There's a little bit under the question that says you would gain all your nutritional content through whichever method you choose. So.
Okay, then I'll still pick eat, nigga, because we need to have that. I almost said booty call. Nope, we need to have that food call.
I mean, is there something you want to tell me now?
No. I'm just like listening to them doing whatever the fuck they're doing. Yeah, and just like what the hell is going on.
I agree with the eat. I like to have myself some texture, something to chew on, a nice little bite, as they say. So we both went for eat, and we're getting 55% agreeing with us.
I mean, people know what's good in the streets. You know, they know what's good.
Yeah, they know all about the horse milk. What's good in the streets?
Okay. Every time we make an episode, I'm like more happy but more confused every single time.
Okay.
You know, I'm really interested to find out what's going on outside, but I don't want to like leave the lion's den right now. I gotta find out more about the horse milk first. So it's your turn, or is it mine?
It's your turn.
All right. So would you rather get 20,000 worth of jewelry or get 10,000 worth of electronics? I mean, it depends. If you're a female, you pick that jewelry, my nigga. But if you're us, you pick that good-ass electronics like PS4s, tablets, memes, you know, the good stuff, video games,
yeah, because
cameras.
With the electronics, you actually can increase your chance of getting more money by using those electronics to make more money.
I mean, to be honest, if I had $10,000, you already know what I'm going to spend it on. First, I'm going to spend it on a plane ticket to get all the way over to your ass to talk to you in person about this milk stuff. Second, I'll probably get like drawing tablets for, you know, digital art that I want to do. Stuff like better cameras, microphones, all the good ass equipment that you need to be better at YouTube. So yeah, pretty much. Also, jewelry is usually useless. Like, I know it's a controversial thing, but like to me personally, it's just a bunch of shiny rocks that you put on your hands. So it's pretty useless. All right, which one do we go with?
Okay, I've got one. I'm gonna say the electronics.
All right, we're both going with $10,000 in electronics, and yeah, we won. It's 63 with us. Yeah, we got 1 million, and those people only got 600,000. Yeah, they know what's good. All right, so it's your turn.
All right. Okay. Now imagine you're the king. Okay, you're the king.
The king of what?
Doesn't matter. You're the king, and
okay, the king of eating, I guess.
Okay, would you rather be as the leader, loved or feared?
Loved, because I'm going to be the king of furries, and I'm going to get all the love.
Me too.
And
not king of furries, but the love. Yeah.
Hugs and what?
No, I'm just saying me too. But then I realized it was after you said king of furries, and then I said, well, not king of furries, but loved. Yeah.
Okay. I would still be the king of furries or the king of the yeet. You can be the king of memes. Yeah. The rightful king of memes. Yeah, I guess.
As the king of memes, I would ask another question. Can furries be milked?
Yes, that's the sad part. Yes.
Oh no, that's a bad question. Okay, let's see. We got 82% would rather be loved.
I mean, that's obvious.
Yeah. Okay, next question. Your turn.
Okay, would you rather teach history or teach math? I almost said meth because it kind of it's written the same.
Yeah.
So for me, I would teach you guys math because you need to have that educational knowledge and the calculation abilities to make your own memes. But like history, you already know about World War II. You don't need more history. Like, to be real with you, half of the history you can just learn right now on the internet. The other half, they just repeat it in school and in every school. They don't really teach you more history. They just teach you the same history. I mean, if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it. I understand that, but still.
Yeah. I just had a phone call from the CIA there. Nothing to worry about.
Okay, are they calling you for the Yeet Patrol? Because I'm still on probation, so you know.
Don't worry about it. It's nothing you need to worry about.
Okay. But, it's all good. It's all good.
Okay, so math or history? I would say I'm very good at math, and I think I can explain the concepts well. However, I've actually tried teaching people math, and in my experience, the way I teach them is so complicated that you need somebody to teach them how to understand me when I'm talking about math, because I'm a few levels above. So
yeah, that literally sounds like me when I'm explaining video games to people. They're like, what the hell are you even talking about half the time?
Yeah, so
it's like Rick and Morty memes. You're too intellectual for them to understand, so you need another nigga to help you
Don't
out.
even compare me to Rick and Morty, okay? That's
Hey, listen. I'm not comparing you to anything.
Okay.
You're the true MVP right now. This is why you're the king of memes. And why I really need to ask these questions. We gotta hurry up and finish the game right now.
Okay. I would say history, because I love history. I know a lot about history, and I love talking about history. So history.
Okay, so I just took another L. You win. It's 900,000 for you, 600,000 for me. So it's 40-60. You win.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like math.
2-1.
Yeah, I was very upset when in high school there was a poll. And the least liked subject was history, and that really upset me because it was my favorite subject. But okay.
Same here, because usually the least favorite subject is English, and I hate them when they say that, because just because you don't understand doesn't mean you gotta hate, you know?
Yeah. Okay. If you had kids, okay.
So also, by the way, before we do anything, I would totally wear a fursuit to the job, like 100%. Like, I would teach the kids in the damn fursuit. And of course, teach them about the rat milk. That's important.
Okay.
It's your turn.
If you had kids, so imagine yourself, you've got some children.
How many, though? How many?
Let's say at least 2, a boy and a girl.
All right.
Okay. If you want more, that's fine. But...
Hey, I don't want more, because too much responsibility half the time. All right.
Would you rather... regurgitate food to feed them, or lick your children to bathe them.
Oh, okay.
So it's.
I was just. Wait, what?
So it's like.
Calling me. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And now it was a false alarm. Okay. So I was with you until it said lick them. I was like, I assumed you said lick, as in like lick the food or something to feed it to them. I was like, okay, not that bad. And then you said lick them to bathe them, and I was like, what?
Yeah. So
this is becoming more and more of a pedophile situation. So I'm just like, no, I'm gonna yeet out of here right now. First it was bestiality, now it's pedophilia.
It's not bestiality to drink milk. It's not.
Just more reasons to just dip right now, man.
Okay. So the question is, I guess, would you feed them like a bird feeds its chicks, where a bird usually
I know.
Yeah. So you sort of
mom birds feed them.
So you sort of
they can't swallow it.
Vomit into your children's mouths. That's what you're doing. Or so you're baby birding them, or you're like a cat where you're licking your children in order to bathe them.
I know. Here's the problem. One, it's up to them. Personally, it should be up to them. Two, if it were up to me, fuck, I don't know. Like, feeding them with burp, really disgusting. Baiting them with the tongue is even worse because it's like sexually, god damn it. But like, here's the thing. I don't fucking know, fam. Like, here's the thing. I don't mind, like, personally, because I have so high mental fortitude thanks to the internet and the dark web type of crap that I can do both without really dying inside, even though I already have. But like, as long as the FBI don't bust down my door, I don't fucking know. Like, I really don't. What about you? What's your answer?
Okay, I would say regurgitate them, and I'll tell you why. Because
of the rat milk.
No, not because of the rat milk, but if let's say you have a baby and babies they poop themselves, okay? So you're washing the child, so you have to literally lick the poop off of your baby's child if you pick the lick option. And
yeah, ass eating made simple, okay.
and when the child is older and they might not poop themselves, it just becomes really, really awkward to lick your child. It's just kind of a bit of a strange situation that I wouldn't want to be in. So regurgitating is my favorite here.
This is why I said the FBI don't break down my door, because it's probably going to happen either or. Whichever one you pick, you got the FBI on your ass.
Okay.
You know the memes, like the FBI open up stuff. Yeah, god damn it.
Yeah,
all right, I'm picking... Look, pick whichever one, and I'll just go with you, I guess.
Okay, I'm picking the regurgitate. And
I'm not surprised.
And that's 75%, because apparently 25% actually prefer to lick their children, but okay.
The FBI and be on their ass. Just saying. God damn it, man! What the fuck is wrong with the universe?
That's a legit question. You can check my stream. That's on there. I didn't make that up.
Listen, I never fault you for anything, fam. I know you're a real nigga. Like, you say it like it is, but like, please, can you go down to the comments? I just want to know what the fuck they're thinking. Like, go down to the comments when they get, see if they have anything. Like, usually the comments are the best part.
Let me see.
Yeah, check the comments.
Okay. I'm gonna scroll down to the comments. And one of them who picked regurgitate says, at least in this case, you're not actually experiencing the gross side of things. And then another one responds...
Are you sure about that, fam?
And then another one says, you're vomiting. And then there's a third response. Yeah, but that's so much better than licking your kids. Not really. And vomiting versus licking after he pees himself. And here they will. I've made the right decision. I can just imagine...
Are you sure about that, Michael, John Cena meme? Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I can just imagine the lick people dealing with explosive diarrhea. So if your child has explosive diarrhea, you have to lick that up.
And sexual harassment.
And
goddamn.
And here's one from 6 years ago who really got down to the heart of the issue. And this is a quote here. This is not me saying this. You would have to basically give them oral every day.
Yep, that's why I said the goddamn sexual harassment.
Anyone who thinks licking children is better than throwing up, you're sick, and I would throw up anyway at the thought of licking kids because it's sick and I ain't a pedo. That's what it's saying. Yeah.
Yep. I'm checking the comments too from your stream. These niggas got no fucking restraint. They savage.
Yeah.
Straight savage. Like, yeah, they know what's up. The wrong kind of what's up. God damn it. All right, I'm just gonna win this game of chess, and I'm gonna leave the universe. I'm just gonna leave the planet after this. I didn't think that was possible for a question. Okay, like, I didn't think that was possible. The rat milk threw me off, but this just beat everything. God damn it. All right.
But that's where the memes come from.
The vomit one, right?
Yeah. So it's your turn.
Okay, thank God. Okay, would you rather have long curly hair or have short straight hair? I mean, it depends, my nigga. Do you want to be male or female? I mean, that's not sexist as a response. I just mean it literally like that. Do you want like mine where it's short and straight? Or do you want the cool anime girl look with the long curvy hair, you know?
Yeah, or the 17th century cavalier Englishman look with the long curly hair. That's also a look.
These people are dying outside, man.
But I would say short and straight. I already have that, so it's not
yeah,
problem.
Same
and
here.
It's also less to take care of, because if your hair is long and curly, it gets tangled and you have to brush it, and I don't want to worry about that.
That's true. That's true. All right, for me, I'm going with it. Like, I'm going with the short hair because that's what I have. But personally, if I had a choice, I would go with the curly hair because I love that Inuyasha look. You know what I'm saying? Like the cool white hair, long as fuck. You know what's good in the streets. That kind of look.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Literally, that's all I gotta say. Okay, we won because like 57 for short hair. Okay, it's your turn.
Okay, so here's a would you rather. Would you rather have all your limbs cut off by a very dull butter knife, or have to go to every single local WNBA game for the rest of your life? So that's Women's National Basketball Association. So that's if there's a league of basketball and it's a women's league, and you have to go to every local game.
What the hell is the downside? Like, that's my response. You get to see women playing basketball like Michael Jordan up in here. Like, that's good shit. Like, some of my cousins do that. They play that basketball like no one else. They know what's good.
Yeah,
so it's like, but I think really that nothing bad.
I think the implication is that WNBA isn't as good as other basketball leagues. I think that's the implication.
Yeah, but at least it's basketball rather than get every limb cut off, especially your crotch. Like, what the hell?
I don't think that counts as a limb, but like, okay. I mean, maybe for some people, but I don't know. So yeah, I would have to say going to all the games is probably better than being physically disabled. I mean, in a very painful manner too.
That sounds like a real response right there. That's all I gotta say.
So that's 85% would prefer, but 15% actually think it's better to have all their limbs cut off by a very dull butter knife than having to go to the games.
I mean, maybe they just don't got the time, but they do got the dedication to get cut up. So I don't know.
Yeah,
people are weird. People are just weird, and that's no surprise. Are you checking the comments, my nigga? What they saying?
Don't worry about the comments. There's a lot of people saying, "Oh, I'm from Scotland. I don't know what WNBA is," and a lot of people don't even know what it is. So it's not really that much. But anyway, your turn.
All right. Oh, it's my turn again. Okay. Okay, one left. The other three are still going at it. Pause. Okay. Only eat breakfast cereal or only eat pasta. What the fuck is the difference, my nigga? I mean, we eat both over here, and it's no different. So I'm just gonna skip this one. But what's your response? I guess.
I would say, pasta. You know, I used to live in Italy. I know all the pasta. I've got the rotini, the spaghetti, the fettuccine.
You gotta have that Super Mario accent. Yes.
No, I mean, okay, if I were to talk to an Italian, I would actually gain the accent because that's how I am, but yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so they say, mangia, bambino, you know, they say, oh, you're a growing boy, you gotta eat. A man's gotta eat, yeah. I love it.
Yes, he's gotta eat, and he's gotta eat, both. All right, so
okay.
I'll just go with something else. Okay, so would you rather get gas every time you are around the sex you are attracted to, so I guess female, or male, depends on which type of nigga you are, or burp after every time you kiss? Okay, nope, I'm just skipping, okay? Like, burp every time you kiss, that's just bad. Gas every time you're attracted to a nigga, like, nah, that's also bad.
I don't know, some people like that stuff, but not me.
Yeah, the freak nasty stuff. Yeah, they definitely know what's good in the streets. All right, and what's good in the sheets. So you know, so I'm skipping that. Okay, if you have to wear eyeglasses. What the hell are eyeglasses? Just glasses, or are they specifically for your eyes? I don't get it.
They're for your eyes, yeah.
But all glasses are for your eyes. What do these niggas have that none of the others do? Like,
well, actually, the word glasses is just short for eyeglasses, but yeah.
Okay, so if you had to wear glasses, would you rather need glasses to see far away or need glasses to see close up? I would pick far away because that would at least be reasonable. It's like a telescope. You need that shit to look far away.
Yeah.
Because your senses aren't always the top dog. But if you needed to just see close to you, then yeah, it's gonna suck, nigga. Pause. Like, you know, I'm going with far away. And I'm gonna check the damn comments. So let's see. Some people are like, this is already my life. Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, some real stuff.
Says, me too. Because they're just like, me too. Yeah, me too. And I clicked the wrong answer like a moron. Like, what the hell? These people are really getting it.
Yeah, I say need glasses to see far away.
Yeah, okay, so we picked the same thing, and we got 70% because luckily people aren't morons nowadays. Thank God. Okay. Okay, so we good. It's your turn, I guess.
All right.
Okay, they finally quieted down.
Would you rather be...
Guess not.
Okay. Would you rather be Gandalf or Luke Skywalker?
I mean, it's Gandalf, my nigga. You gotta fly, you fools. Like, you gotta get that magic. Okay. Or who else?
Luke Skywalker from Star Wars.
Nope, I don't watch Star Wars, but I do watch Lord of the Rings, so I guess...
Yeah, I would say Gandalf as well because he's one of the Istari and he is a Maya, so he's technically immortal. So yeah, that I would be Gandalf as well.
So this nigga just says, haha, joke's on you, B-word, because you're stuck with me now? What does this have to do with anything? He says he's cosmic hockey. What the hell? Okay, so we're going with Gandalf, right?
Yeah, we're both going for Gandalf.
But remember, you gotta fly.
Fly, you fools!
Mordor. One simply does not just go to Mordor. Okay, go for it, I guess.
We both lost because 59% like Luke Skywalker.
I mean, they like the dark side, you know?
Well, he's not the dark side.
I know, I'm just pushing their buttons because I don't know Star Wars.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's my turn. Would you rather be married to someone who doesn't love you? Why, my nigga? That's just gonna suck. Pause on that, like. Or be married to someone you don't love, like, also gonna suck. I'm not gonna answer either of those, because remember, I'd rather wake up to a wife or a dog, nigga. And if I had neither of them love me, then nope, not doing that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna shoot myself in the morning. How about that?
Okay.
All right. So I'm playing a three-way game, and I'm still still getting destroyed, but I'm drilling their cheeks. Don't forget about that. We're getting it, so we're winning. All right, so which one do you pick, I guess?
Out of being married to someone,
is a real ass love triangle right here, you know?
Being married to someone you don't love or someone that doesn't love you. But I'm assuming that if I'm not the one that loves them, that person loves me, though? That's what I'm assuming.
And here's the thing. I love everyone, and just like the Justin Bieber song, she loves everybody but not you, then yeah, it's got to be specific as shit, because if I don't love you, that means something's wrong with your ass. Because remember, I love everybody. Like, I don't really hate you just because you're different. I hate you if you piss me off. So this seems like it's going to be the relationship where he pisses you off, but no one else. Like,
and I guess
specific.
Another problem would be, is this something that could change? Or am I just, throughout the whole marriage, never going to love someone? Or that person is never going to love me? Or is it something that's permanent?
We're just
or
not answering? For me, I'm not answering. But I will
okay, I'm not answering either.
Pick it for you.
I'm not answering either.
Not answering either? Okay. We ain't picking no hoes. All right.
Because it's not a detailed enough question.
Yeah, true. We gotta have that detail and that context, because otherwise we end up with rat milk, and we got no idea what's going on. All right. So, would you rather get a girl with a buzz cut? That's not really a bad thing. Or get a boy with thick, long, curly. I'm just gonna let the pause in there to settle the joke, and it just says hair. I was going somewhere different, but okay. So yeah, it's just funny because it has a lot of like commas. It's like a boy with a thick ass, long, curvy, boyish, and it's like you assume it's something else, but it's just hair. So I don't know, which one do you want?
So is it get one or be one? What does it say?
Would you rather be a girl with a buzz cut or be a boy with thick, long, curly hair? All right.
I'd rather.
Listen, I would be both. Literally, I would be both.
I would rather.
There's no difference.
I would rather be the boy with the long hair because it would allow me to cosplay as a cavalier from the 17th century England.
That's very specific.
Yeah, okay, but it's a cool cosplay.
For me, which one did you pick?
My dude.
The boy. I would pick the boy too. I'm picking both, but I'll just go with you just so we don't have a conflict. Or I guess no one wins, no one loses. Okay, so it's the boy. He wins 74%. He knows what's good in life.
Yeah.
All right, let's see the comments. Okay, 80%'s hair metal. Hells yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, it's like his hair is metal. You know, like metal rock band.
Yeah.
Okay. This is Dave Mustaine, bitches. Who's Dave Mustaine?
I guess some person. I don't know.
Okay, so these people are just going with swag because they're bald. Okay. All right. I guess the boy wins. But would you rather be a girl or a guy with either of these hairstyles?
I guess I'd be the guy.
Okay, he knows what's good. All right, your turn, I guess.
All right. Before going to school or work every day, so if you're not already going, imagine you have to go to some place every day. Would you rather eat a breakfast of only jelly beans or eat a breakfast of only hot wings?
Okay, so Kentucky Fried Chicken went way over the top, and the Jelly Beans Challenge, or Bamboozled, went way over the top as well. So, which one? Pick your poison, my nigga. So, you know, like, which one do you want? I'm going with hot wings, my nigga. We need that chicken.
I'm going with jelly beans. I usually don't eat much for breakfast anyway, so I might as well have something sweet. So I'll see.
I mean, that's real. For me, I'm going with hot wings because I need that hot, spicy ass chicken, you know? Kentucky Fried Chicken knows what's good in the streets and what's good under the sheets. So, yeah.
I'm sure they do. Say. Yeah. The old Colonel, he
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not as old as you'd think. Okay.
Okay. We really need to have a talk after this.
Okay, 72% prefer hot wings.
Of course they do, because that chicken, my nigga, it's good as shit. Okay.
Yeah, it tastes like chicken.
So do I win?
Yeah, you win.
So it's 2-2, where we're tied.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a tiebreaker, I guess. Or we can continue until we get 5. This is just so much fun. And plus, I just get more incriminating evidence to use against you after this. So we got good ass, context. So, all right, it's my turn.
Okay.
All right. Are you getting tired?
No, I'm not.
It looks like you're yawning. I guess I can kind of feel it through the camera. That makes sense. Okay. So, would you rather eat your hands and feet, like just the first part of it, or the whole arm and leg? Like, is it just the hands and feet, or what?
Eat your hands and feet?
Yeah.
Or what?
Or eat your whole dad. Pause, my nigga, because we need context for that one. This is the same vein as the licking thing. Yeah, no STDs, no nothing, my nigga. I don't want none of this bullshit. So
I think we're gonna pass on this one.
Yeah. Also, remember what else passed?
What else?
You know what else passed? Me, nigga. I got first place. No one can beat me at my own game. Then that's real ass responses. All right, this one's like a giant ass paragraph. Okay. So, would you rather go back in time and correct the single biggest mistake of your life, being born? I just added that myself, but that is funny. Some people's biggest mistake is that, so it's kind of sad, but like, what the fuck is going on in the universe? All right, so basically, here it is for real. Go back in time and correct the biggest mistake in your life, or go way, it's in like big letters, way back in time and come up with the, what the fuck? Okay, polygram theorem? What is that? Like a scientific ass term? What is that?
What did they say?
Polygram theorem. It says, okay, you know what? Can I copy this shit and send it to you? I don't know. Okay, so it just says polygram theorem, and before Pythagoras, so you can have the equation. I don't fucking know, man. It's like some scientific shit. I don't get it.
Is it the Pythagorean theorem?
Yes, Pythagorean theorem.
Pythagorean theorem. That's for calculating the hypotenuse on the proportions of a right triangle, which is that the one side squared plus the other side squared equals the square of the hypotenuse. That's the Pythagorean theorem.
Alright, so basically, go back in time and correct the biggest mistake in your life, or go way back in time and basically come up with the Pythagorean theorem before the actual creator did it, so it can be named after you.
I would do that, yeah. I'd go way back.
Okay, you go do that. I'm gonna go with the actual biggest mistake in my life thing. I'll go with that. You know what's the biggest mistake in my life?
What?
I don't got one.
Okay.
No, seriously, I don't got one. Most people, if they were in my shoes, they would have so fucking many. But for me, I really don't. Like, I'm good. I'm legit good with my life, even though I'm disabled, broke, and got no college diplomas, and got no future, and I still got no friends. So all of these things, yeah, pretty bad. But still, your boy got good ass taste in life. So I'm good. I'm
some nice good ass taste. Michael Jackson, you know, some nice Michael Jackson music.
And the rat milk. You can never forget about the rat milk. As soon as he mentions it, you never forget it. Alright, so I win, because people do love repeating mistakes in their lives. I mean, the Pythagorean theorem is lit, but like, mistakes, my nigga. It's mistakes in your life, like being born. You gotta fix that sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm making fun of it, but not really. It's just, it's kind of sad, so I gotta make it a little bit more lighthearted. Okay, so here are the comments. They're hilarious. Why would I want to be hated by high schoolers around the world because they hate their math teachers? So it's like, why would I want to be hated by high schoolers around the world? Because people don't like math sometimes?
I mean, if you're learning the Pythagorean theorem in high school, you're probably... that's probably the least of your concerns if you're only learning that in high school.
That's true.
Yeah. It shouldn't be something that's high school. It's more basic than that.
Yeah, and the guy who replied said, yeah, true, but Pythagorean theorem is easy. So, Okay, so this one says, a lot of people have a hard time with it. Like the math thing. But to be real, it's kind of easy, really.
It is. It's very straightforward.
I've never had a problem with math or meth. I know both. I know, like, a lot of math. Okay, I thought Pythagorean theorem was easy at 13. That means he's either smart or dumb, whichever one comes first. Okay, when I guess the biggest mistake in your life would be going back in time and getting a question named after you. Get the thing named after you.
Yeah.
So your life would be completely the same because, like, nothing's different except it's named after you. So you don't really get anything. I mean, if you're the creator, yes.
But you know what else is different, all right? You got to think about it this way. What else is different? The question is different. The question that was asked is different because they wouldn't be calling it the Pythagorean theorem because it's named after someone else. So the question would be different as well.
Okay. All right. So it's 3-2, I think, and it's your turn.
All right. Would you rather work a minimum wage job for the rest of your life or live in the wilderness for the rest of your life?
We already answered this question last time, man. We gotta have that fursuit. We gotta hunt the furries.
Okay.
We gotta get their fursuits. You already know my answer.
And there's more criteria here in here. It says, if you choose the job, you cannot quit and find a better one and must work at the same place forever. You will never receive a raise or promotion unless the minimum wage laws are changed. If you choose to live in the woods, you can't ever return to society, although you can bring someone with you.
Well, we know what we're both going to do this weekend. Come on, let's go hunt some furries. Get your gun.
Yeah.
We're going the, what was his name? Like the whole Bugs Bunny guy who hunts him?
Elmer Fudd.
Elmer Fudd. We're going the Elmer Fudd style, my nigga. Let's go. We're going to hunt them cheeky-ass bunnies. Pause.
Rabbits,
everybody loves Judy from Dr. Hopps, Judy Hopps from Zootopia. At least that one is not zoophilia, thank God. All right, so let's go.
Okay.
What else? What else we got?
The score on that is 54% go wilderness.
So I win again. You're taking L's, my nigga.
Well, no, I also said wilderness. I also said wilderness.
For a second, I thought you were gonna take this L. I was like, gotta up your game.
Yeah.
Figuratively and literally, if you want to beat me, pause. Alright, so would you rather have gravity shut off for 1 day, so just like the movie, have it shut off for 1 day, or have everyone around you go insane and want to kill you? Okay, what the fuck is this? Boy, like, what the hell is these questions, my nigga? So you either reverse gravity for just 1 day, just for fun, no one will die, but everyone will kill you if you choose the other. What the fuck is the thing here? I don't know how to explain. Well, like, what's the context exactly?
But
just
imagine,
kill you for no reason.
Imagine how many people would die if the gravity were turned off for just 1 day.
I mean, it says like no one will die or anything. Just shut off for 1 day for fun. So it's like, it says awesome, first to ever float and fly. It's like, yeah, you get to fly around. Okay, so this one commented with like a paragraph, I'm thinking.
Okay.
Okay, you realize the gravity is what's keeping all the air on Earth, right? Also, it's the only thing keeping anything in orbit, like the Earth around the sun, or the moon around the Earth. We would first die from freaking air, and then if anyone somehow survived, aka me, and by that I'm pointing to myself, not the comment, and air is back, you might be too far away from the sun to have any life on Earth. At least you could survive with everyone else going insane, or sacrifice yourself for the good of the earth. It's funny because no one in the right mind would sacrifice themselves. At least not all the crazy niggas. Like, I would do it, but most people won't because they ain't about this life, you know. They ain't about that life, getting murdered. Nope, they want to live, my nigga. They want that Kentucky Fried Chicken rat milk.
Yeah.
They want that slushy made of rat milk and chicken. You know, they need that food, that protein. Okay, what would you pick? I guess.
I would say, just for the interest of the public good, everyone going insane and killing me is probably better because, as that other commenter pointed out, and as I was thinking, the amount of people that would die if gravity turned off would be enormous.
True. Here's my response. I would pick the gravity one to play in one condition. If it's similar to a spaceship when it leaves orbit, where it's just everybody floats just 5 minutes for fun and then the gravity returns. So if no one dies, something bad happens, I'll go with it. But if something bad's going to happen, then I'd rather just fight everyone on Earth. Because contrary to popular belief, I would actually survive a zombie apocalypse. And even if everyone kills me, I'll probably kill 2 million before I go down.
Okay.
And that's real ass responses. I'll legit kill 2 million people before I even go down. That mental power and fortitude comes in handy in psychopathic situations. All right, so we're going with the everyone kills you, right?
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I really should have put with gravity. It's 88% to gravity, my nigga. People do not give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
well, a lot of people don't know how gravity works, so.
Because you know, it's not like Isaac Newton did anything in his life, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's your turn.
Okay. If you were to participate in the Olympics, the Olympic Games, okay, would you rather be in the Summer Olympics or be in the Winter Olympics?
What the fuck is the difference? It's still the Olympics. You won't get shit, but still, I guess, like, what's the difference, really? Also, ain't nobody commented yet? Like, about the rat milk. That's what I want to
know. Let me check. There's no one watching, and that's why no one's commented.
I mean, there are two in my perspective. It's me and someone else. Okay, it's alright. I guess I'll go with the Winter Olympics because I usually use the body heat from the cold to boost my power a little bit. Kind of like using Kaioken and Dragon Ball Z. So, yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm going to say I do like the cold. And so I would say that the Winter Olympics probably I would probably have more fun with things there. So I'm going winter as well. So we're both going winter?
Yes.
Okay. And it's 34% winter, 66% summer.
Alright, that's decent, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's my turn, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not answering this one because it's kind of boring and kind of the same thing. So only eat salad for the rest of your life or only eat fruits for the rest of your life. They're both vegetarian things. They're both good for you, so just eat both. God damn it and fuck off. Like, kind of like, how about this guy literally said the same thing I did. He just said fruit salad, my nigga. Like, they're the same shit. Just eat both and stop complaining. Alright, so I guess I'll go with something else. Hey, look! I got the same question you did. Eat an avocado or punch a pilgrim. That's cool.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going with a real ass question. I'm looking for something cool. Okay, live until 80 in poverty or live until 40 in riches. I mean, it depends what kind of life you want, nigga.
Yeah, I'd say live until 80 in poverty, because even if I don't make a lot of money, that doesn't mean that I won't have accomplishments.
True, plus you get to live double, so it's good.
Yeah.
Get all the good-ass experience. Actually, here's the funny thing. Do you want to talk about the afterlife?
Okay.
I have a really interesting way to talk about it, but I'll do that later. But I'll save it either for next time or after we cut the camera off. But for now, I'll save it.
Okay.
So we both go 80, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's check the comments. It's like, wow, 66% against us. People want that money. Being poor, you gain respect for life. That's real shit. Like, if you're poor, you literally gain respect from everyone around you for life. Like, that's the real MVP nigga that lives in the streets. If you live like that, you're like the dinosaur age. You're the real badass nigga. Right. Then why does everyone kick the hobo down my street? Oh shit! God damn! Now I'm sad. This guy's like, that's the real MVP, and this nigga said, then why does he get his ass beat every morning? God damn it! Fuck you.
Yeah, it's different places. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. It says, and being rich, you can donate a lot for help other people. Wait, this guy does not know grammar. Okay, and being rich, you couldn't donate a lot to help other people and do things like convert your front yard to a 500 square foot garden to grow food for the hungry. That's real shit. All right. No, you don't. Most people in poverty turn to drugs and crime to escape their lives. So it's like the hood, I guess?
Yeah, the hood.
You're full of shit. You're full of shit, my nigga. Listen, I do not need none of this cocaine crap or crime. I just need a good-ass wife, a dog, some rat milk, and the homie to talk to every once a week. And I'm good.
Okay.
It's like, that's real shit. I really don't need anything. People are just getting more entitled nowadays. I'm getting less entitled as people are getting more entitled. As long as I got that money, that dog, that wife, that meme, I'm good. Like, as long, the meme basically symbolizes happiness. So if I got all of these, I'm good for life. Are you eating something right now?
Oh, no. That's a test for some beard scratching ASMR.
I have more questions now. What the fuck is a beard scratching AMR? What?
ASMR. Don't worry.
What even is that, my nigga?
It's a genre of videos on YouTube where it's sounds that are relaxing.
Okay, now it's good. Okay, I was going way different. I don't know if I'm just being lewd or just the idea of a beard scratching ASMR is just weird to me. Okay, we have more questions. Let's finish this up. So we're both going 80. We lost. We took an L. People are just being privileged. All right, so it's your turn.
Okay. Would you rather have a baby dragon or have a baby phoenix?
Yes, baby dragon. Fuck the phoenix. It's good shit, but like the dragon, my nigga, you can ride that into battle.
Me too, dragon. Yeah.
I mean, you would ride that. Pause on that, by the way. But you would ride that shit into battle.
It's
figuratively and literally. I mean, the phoenix is good. It's better than a falcon. It's like it lights on fire and it can kick the shit out of any mailman. But like, still, you gotta have that dragon. You gotta have that Charizard. Except, sadly, a Charizard is only 4 feet and it just hangs out on the couch instead of flying.
Yeah, the nice. Yeah, Charizard. That's my favorite Digimon. Yeah.
Charizard, really, my nigga? That's a thing. Charizard.
Yeah, isn't that what you were talking about?
I said a Charizard, the dragon Pokemon.
Oh, no, okay.
It's only 4 feet. I would so ride that into battle, but it's too short. I'm 7 feet. So
I know all those Digimon, yeah.
Hey, listen, I still respect Digimon a lot. I still love the games. And the anime.
Yeah. Yeah, my favorite Digimon is Pikachu.
Ah, yes, the best. God damn it, the best Digimon. You know, my favorite Pokemon is Agumon. Yeah, that guy's the good nigga. He's the real MVP dinosaur.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so it's 58% dragon, so we both win.
Yeah, we both took a W. We both beat their ass. All right, so it's my turn.
Yeah.
Okay, now this is funny, but I got a loophole for this. All right, so only speak in questions or only speak in movie quotes. I mean, movie quotes just sounds fun overall. I mean, people would actually do that if they could. If they could memorize every movie quote ever, they would so just talk in movie quotes like Deadpool does. Just make all the fucking references. That'd just be a fun ass life, especially in the work office, you know. Also, it's a loophole. It's movie quotes. Every movie quote is already a goddamn word. So just mix them and match them, and you got normal life. What about you?
I'd say movie quotes.
Everything has been said in a movie. That's actually a real response. Like, everything has already been said in a movie. Someone says, I agree. Lols. Of course. You gotta have the lol in there.
Yeah.
This is, I love movies, and half of the stuff I say are famous movie quotes anyways. Elementary, my dear. Watson. God damn. He's going with the quotes already. Already gotten heat. Okay, it's 72%. We both win. Yeah, people know what's good in the streets. Alright, so it's your turn.
Okay, just a moment. I'm, let's see. I'm getting the question. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm always ready.
Okay. You have broken the law, okay? Would you rather spend 5 years in prison but return to your old life with no ill consequences, or never go to prison but move every year for the rest of your life?
Okay, now this one is very specific. Here's the thing. If you pay for my expenses, I'll just end up traveling every year. Then it's just a good thing overall. And it never says I can't go back to a previous place I've already visited. It just has to go every year. So it's kind of like summer vacation. You move every year anyway, so it's good shit. Second, I mean, the prison one, I don't know. Here's the thing. I won't mind going there as long as there's no... who was it called? There was a guy called the Booty Man. So, some guy over there who was like the prison rapist. Yeah, as long as he's not there, I'm good. But but otherwise, I don't know. Like, I'd prefer not to, but still, if I had a choice, I don't know. I would go with the travel. What about you?
Me too. I'm reading the comments, and there's a guy that says, buy 2 side-by-side houses, throw parties. so
that's real shit.
So that you don't really have to move. You just move from one house to the other, and it's right next door.
Yeah, and they never really said countries. It just says move.
Yeah, and then
you can always throw a party at the other house, you know.
And then the other comments below it says, for the prison, make friends in prison, then get out and rule the world. And then another one says, yeah, let's be prison and in quotes friends. And then the one below it says, cough, cough, butt rape, cough, cough.
Yep, friends. This is why I said as long as the prison rapist is not there, I'm good.
Yeah.
This is exactly why I said, what? Wait, hold on. Raise a family with Samuel L. Jackson, raise a family with Vin Diesel? What the fuck? You keep skipping things. I'm checking your stream. What are you doing? Are you cheating?
I was looking for a good one.
Well, at the very goddamn least, let me read some of them. Like, this sounds like funny goddamn stuff to talk about. It's like memes being handed to you on a silver platter. You already got the jokes prepared. Do a 10,000 jump Jackson with break. What the fuck? Jumping jack around without a break. Or do 20 style-ups without a break. That sounds like an interesting thing. All right. So here are my questions.
Okay, but we both lost. Just telling you.
Yeah, people love them prison rapists.
55% prefer to be 5 years in prison. Just imagine that. Losing 5 years of work time or school time.
Someone's calling. Alright, so I'm back. So this one says, have holes put through both hands and both feet via nails and a hammer. So basically crucified, I guess. Or go for 40 days in the desert without food. I mean, would you survive anyway? Because that just sounds like pain overall, and both of them just suck. So I'm not answering.
40 days in the desert without food is actually humanly possible. It is something you can do.
All right, so we got some superhumans.
Well, no, it's not superhuman. It is possible. It's not fun, but I would say...
Yeah, it's never fun.
Go without food, because at least there's no risk of getting infected from the nails.
I mean, that's true. Plus, you'd be like who was the guy from Star Wars who was like in a desert planet all his life? Yeah, it's like that. So it's not fun, but at least you can do it. So, okay, let's see. We got have the voice of Pee Wee Herman and dress perfectly. Who's Pee Wee Herman?
Skip that one then.
Okay, have the voice of Morgan Freeman and dress terribly. I mean, it's Morgan Freeman, my nigga. You gotta have that badass suit. All right, so I'm skipping this as well because you said something. Maybe Pee Wee Herman is the real P Master. Go 1 year without your teeth or go 1 year without the internet. I mean, you can always just have them Slurpees, my nigga. I mean, it's all good. Plus, you can talk even without your goddamn teeth. Get dentures. But without the internet, there's no memes.
Well, it's saying that...
Can you imagine?
I guess at the end of a year, you get your teeth back.
Yeah, so just get dentures for like 364 days and then just remove them the last day so they can grow back.
But think about it this way.
Like,
that's a whole year that your teeth aren't at risk of going into decay or getting cavities because you're not using them.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm telling you, this is good shit overall. I mean, the internet without memes, my nigga. The memes. Think of the memes.
So like, I'd say get rid of the teeth.
Yeah, same here. I would rather get rid of my teeth. Really? 55% are with the internet. These people just like either love the stupid, what was it called? A net neutrality crap, or they just hate their memes. It's one or the other. I accept no other answers. Alright, so someone says, that's easy. I would just puree my food and drink milkshakes and slim fast and buy baby food. Yeah, I mean, duh. Literally just slim yourself down. It's my opinion that would taste like absolute shit. Yeah, but it's better. I mean, no internet, I would rather have the memes. True, it's terrible, but still the smoothiest every day. I mean, you gotta have the memes.
Okay.
Alright, so we lost, but they lost the true battle with memes.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Okay, to let out your anger, okay, you're very angry and you need to do something about it. Would you rather smash a computer with a baseball bat or smash a guitar on the floor?
I mean, it depends. Do you play too much Fortnite or do you play too much Guitar Hero? Because that's the situation I'm thinking. You play too much Fortnite, you break your literal fucking computer. You play too much DDR or I guess too much Guitar Hero, you break your guitar. So, you know.
I would say...
Either that or play MLB too much. You know, like the baseball game.
Yeah, I would say smash the guitar.
Yeah, smash the guitar. Even though I love me some guitar music, because I'm a hobo like that, but still, I prefer not to smash my computer. It's the only thing that keeps me alive.
Because I think guitars... there's cheaper guitars than there are computers.
True, plus it's made out of wood. You can just carve your own. Just chop down a tree and carve it out of your own... I don't know where I was going with that.
That's kind of hard to do, but okay. Yeah.
Hey,
okay.
It's at least it's doable. You can't just recreate your computer from scratch, so, you know.
All right. And it says 53% would smash the guitar.
Okay, so we both won. All right. What the fuck? I got the same question as I did last time. Marry someone you don't love or they don't love you. Why are these questions being repeated? Do people really hate their wives that much? I mean, The Real Housewives sucked as a movie or a series, but that doesn't mean you gotta hate on it. Alright, so it's my turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if you were trapped in the cave with your pets, the best boy, Simba, the goddamn leopard. Alright. You know, best wolf breed, I guess. If I'm using that correctly. So, cave with... No, it's a husky. That's the goddamn wolf thing. The husky. The best boy Simba husky. Alright. If you were trapped with the Simba husky pet, would you rather sacrifice your pet so you can eat? Fuck no. Or sacrifice parts of your body so you both can eat? Fuck yes. I mean, literally, I don't give a shit. I'm not deleting my dog from life. I can get a new arm, but I can't get a new dog.
Okay.
That sounds controversial, but let's just be real. I can get enhancements rather than get a new best friend for life.
All right. Here's what I'll do.
Especially with dogs nowadays, they live for 20 years. You gotta have that best friend.
Yeah.
You know, like he's more of a friend than most of my goddamn family. So you gotta have that husky, my nigga.
Yeah. So here's what I do. I'd kill the dog and eat it. Because let's be honest here. I don't want to cut myself up. And I also, you know, I know that dog's never going to give milk again after that, but at least the meat fed me.
What kind of dog, cat, penis, whatever the hell? What kind of animals are you milking, my man?
What are you talking about? Like, the penis? What? I never talked about milk, okay?
Okay, listen, I'm just confused.
Is that what's happening in your mind?
What?
Is that what you're thinking about?
Because let's be real. Is the dog male or female? Because that's my question.
Female.
Okay, so because in my experience it's male, so that's why I assumed it was that. All right, hold up.
Is that what you do to your dogs?
Hold up, just give me a minute.
All right. All right. So yeah, okay. I'm not saying that I'm regularly milking my dog. That's not something I'm doing. Just so everybody knows, I'm not milking my dog. Just before anybody is getting weird ideas, I am not. I repeat, I am not milking my dog. If any of you out there have that presupposition that is what's happening, I'm gonna tell you that it's incorrect. It's not happening. It is not happening.
Dog milker.
I'm not milking my dog.
Listen, people are calling. Okay, they need that homeboy support.
Okay.
Plus, my parents are gonna beat my ass if I don't leave. We've been talking for 3 hours, so I gotta dip. All right. Say your last goodbyes, and that's it. Right?
Okay.
So
goodbye.
I'll count to 3, and then I'm back online. I guess 1, 2, 3, back online.
Okay. Okay. So I think just tell me who won on that question.
Okay, I'm picking my own body because the dog needs that fucking respect. You won. God damn it. Okay.
So I guess that puts us at a tie.
Listen, people just love milking their own dogs. Okay, that's all I gotta ask. Alright, so I'm just joking, but let's be real. I gotta leave. It's been 3 hours. So yeah. Put your outro, I guess.
Okay. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. If you have interesting topics, something you'd like us to talk about, or if you'd like to talk with us, then please tell us in the comment section below, and we'll be sure to see that if we can do that.
All right, my turn, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the dog milking, rat milking, horse milking shenanigans of my partner and me. And don't forget to hit us with that like button if you like this shit. Hit that subscribe to join the squad of the milkers, you know what I'm saying? And support us on Patreon so we won't stop being broke. As well as don't remember to check out the next episode from a week from now, if we're lucky. Because next time I actually had 3 other topics I wanted to talk about, but people gotta stop me. We had digital art and art theft. That would have been a cool one to talk about, right?
Yeah.
We had what else? We had the school system a little bit more in detail with that when it comes to therapy, principles, the job application stuff. What else? We also had a little bit more of this game to finish, of course. We ended up on the tie. We got to have that tiebreaker. Remember, next time is the tiebreaker.
Okay.
What else? We also had something else we were talking about. What was it? We had one final thing to talk about. What was it called?
Milking.
No, I mean, we did that. And we can expand on it, but something else, you know? But I guess that will be saved for next time. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Say
all
goodbye,
right.
Anavultus.
Thank you all, and goodbye. Have a great day. Anavultus over and out.